Good afternoon. Welcome to York Minster. My name is Katrina. I'm one of the clergy here. We are delighted to welcome friends and family and supporters and graduates. Many, many congratulations from all of us. We prayed for you this morning and gave thanks for you and prayed for your future, whatever that may bring. I have a few practical notices before we get going. First of all, can I ask you to check that your mobile is on silent so that you don't ruin the moment for your own person or somebody else's? On a similar vein, if I could ask you, if when you're taking photos, can you please be aware you're in quite close confines, so just watch your elbows. And, you know, just be aware of one another so that we don't ruin the experience for each other. That would be great. Should you need the loo, you go down the left-hand side of the Minster and you keep going, and then you turn left. There's a sign there. If you sat down and in order to do so you took a kneeler off your seat, it would greatly assist our stewards if when you get back up again, you put the kneeler back. That would be very helpful because there's quite a lot of them. At the end of the service, when you see the procession move off, if you would stand and resist the urge to join the end of it. It is quite compelling, but don't do it. You, if you're not part of the procession, will go out the doors you came in. So please wait for the procession to pass and then you'll be free to go. If there is any need for us to evacuate the building before that, please do not use your initiative. Somebody will stand here and tell us how to get out as quickly and safely as possible. I hope that it is a wonderful occasion. Enjoy, and God bless.
by the authority of the Privy Council granted to York St. John University, as Chancellor, I declare the ceremony open for the conferment of degrees and presentation of awards. Will you please sit? Lord Lieutenant of North Yorkshire, Pro-Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, Honorary Graduates Jonathan Street and Hugh Edwards, honored guests, friends and family, and of course, our graduates. It is with great joy that I welcome you all today to York Minster to take part in this celebration of achievements. As Chancellor of York St. John University, not only am I delighted to preside over this happy occasion, I'm also delighted to share in your success and to be associated with you. Too often in life, we do not give ourselves enough credit, but today is a day to say, yes, I did it, as well as relief that the hard work is over. Although this is a formal ceremony, I can assure you that I try to encourage informality within these walls wherever possible. So, graduates, remember, relax, enjoy the experience, and make sure that you pose for your photograph on the platform. This is a moment that you and your family would want to treasure. Now, should you be tempted to become a runner, like a Yorkshire Terrier, I will hold your hand and will only let go in order to get a firmer grip. The photographer is really ahead of where you are looking, slightly to the left, and there's no need to look around or just imagine. You will definitely see the flash going with people before you, so please look in that direction. Now, when you come up the ramp, should you find that you are challenged by your wardrobe, don't worry, just relax, you're among friends. Now, I have taken part in diverse happenings here in York Minster. Today I see and know that the Minster is glowing with pride. Pride amongst family members and friendships who join our public acknowledgement of our graduate success and efforts and achievement. Pride among the staff of York St. John, for whom this is a great day, culminating in many long hours of dedication and support. And pride, of course, amongst our graduates. You have been on a great journey. We come here today as a community, bound together by our common commitment to success of those whose efforts we are indeed celebrating. And I would like personally to thank everyone who's played part in our graduates' achievements. The fruits of your labors are before us today, and your impact is beyond measure. None of us, of course, know what the future holds, but as the world changes, education is as important as ever to develop the skills that serve society well. Knowledge, of course, but also empathy, understanding, creativity, reflection, and mutual respect. These are qualities that I know are as important at York St. John as the subject you have studied for your academic knowledge. They have been part of this university's ethos throughout its 178 history. So I encourage you to take those qualities out into the world with you. Make them central to your growth as individuals and your contribution to your community, society, and the world. Education brings with it a responsibility as well as the inspiration to make a positive contribution. As students at York St. John, you have been encouraged to take part in a range of work experience and volunteering opportunities. A great many of you have taken advantage of such opportunities, and I have been greatly impressed by your commitment to local initiatives. Such work can be important for your personal development as well as a contributing factor to society as a whole. So I hope that many of you will continue this engagement with your local communities when you leave this place, through your family, through your work, and through your other interests and pursuits. So graduates of the York Business School, please take seriously this advice from the late Steve Jobs, the real brain behind the iPhone and the iPad. He said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become is secondary. Your university career prepared you well for those challenges. Studying with us not only developed you academically and practically, it prepared you for the real world. Your degree taught you how to learn, how to think critically, and how to apply your learning, and how, indeed, to adapt to change. So you are now armed with one of the most important tools needed to forge a path ahead. It is not the degree itself which counts. It is what you have learned along the way and what you do with it that actually in the end is important. I also wish you, and say to these our graduates, as you look forward to what comes next, I hope that you will always find time to reflect back on your experience at York St. John. Think of the lasting friends and friendships you've made, and the special sense of community across the campus. Remember you'll always be part of our community no matter what life has in store for you. Today is a day of great celebration, and I'm sure that you, our graduates, family members, and friends, and staff will make the most of this joyous and memorable occasion. So congratulations, and I wish you well in all your future endeavors. May God richly bless you. Will parents, friends, and lecturers of York St. John University please stand? That is, if you are able. So will you please join me in giving a humdinger clap of congratulations to all our graduates. Thank you very much. Will you please sit? Now then, will all our graduates please stand? Please join me in giving a humdinger clap of thanks to all those who supported you, your parents, your friends, and your tutors. I know you are fewer in number compared to your parents, friends, and lecturers. But at your age, when I was invited to give thanks, those who've helped me along the way, I didn't just clap. I made a lot of noise. Come on, graduates, once more time, will you give thanks to your parents, your friends, and your tutors? Thank you very much. And since we're in a sort of a cold building, clapping hands and all that keeps you warm, okay? Will you please sit? May I call upon the academic registrar to announce the award of degrees, diplomas, and other graduations. Thank you.
Chancellor, for the York Business School, for the degree of Master of Arts, to be presented by the Dean of the York Business School, Dr. Bob Gammy.
Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Leading Innovation and Change, delivered in association with Robert Kennedy College, and for the Business Final Project and Dissertation Prize, Sandra Elfriede Ehlers. And for the Business Programme Prize, Elise Baxter. Asha Kamenge. Yukako Komatardani. Melanie Lachene. Lillian Yilong Lee. Matthew Martin. Elaine Murray. Marlene Nadeau. Wilfred Nyhauser. Boguslav Petniak. Ebro Pilav. Graham Shapiro. Dag Storley. Karen Templeton. Julie Tilke. Anthony Whitcomb. Sandra Kunde Zongwe.
For the degree of Master of Business Administration.
Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Business Administration, Sharia Agrawal. Theodoros Kachidis. Lee Se-wee. And for the Business Final Project and Dissertation Prize, David Lingwood. Mia Raghubai Malakaya. Lawrence Ricardo Obied.
For the degree of Master of Science.
Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science in International Business Management and for the Business Programme Prize, Thomas David Barker. Beatrice de la Rosa Ramirez. Ayushi Gala, Matthew David Healy, Stuart Lee Healy, Ang Hong Lee Mason, Olivia Sangamuta Dongendaba, Jevish Chandar Tijwani, Thongdong Wang, Ming Yan Yan, Anki Zhang, and in international marketing, Baby Amara Bandukada, Rebecca Fariz, Rebecca Formstone, Evangeline Harding, and for the Business Final Project and Dissertation Prize, Sophie Marisha Howell. Nicholas John Hudson, Molly Jackson, Georgina Page Melvin, Abby Rose Taylor, Stephanie Troget, Nathan Simon Wilson, Zaiping Yan, Ningbo Zhang, Jeshuan Zhu, and in Leadership and Management, and for the Langley Solicitors Prize for Excellence in Leadership and Management, Rhys Matthew Bootland, Sam William Strickland, Jessica Whitehead, Elizabeth Williams, Xinjiang Zhang, and in Marketing, Hu Yang Lu.
For the postgraduate diploma,
Chancellor, I present to you for the Postgraduate Diploma in Leading Innovation and Change in association with Robert Kennedy College, Gilai Joao.
for the degree of Bachelor of Arts,
Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Business Management, Ryan Patrick Barrett. George Michael Biggin. Scott Paul Bowes. Rachel Elizabeth Chapman. Sophie Abigail Louise Didier. And in Accounting and Finance, Eleanor Rose Cartledge. Chloe Coleman. Dominic Taylor Crowley. Connor Farley. Thomas Horner. Jack Alfred William Lee. Sonia Mistry. Sophie Richardson. Ross Alexander Swift. Rima Uden. Matthias Wiczoniek. And in Business Administration, Stuart Wardle. And in Business Information Technology and for the Business Programme Prize, Alexander Kong. Andrew Peter Morton Jones. Jordan James Proudlock. Jordan Rees Taylor. And in Business Management, Mark Charles Beatty. Violso Barisha. Hannah Lauren Bosworth. Molly Elizabeth Burton. Megan Davidson. William Stewart Fade. George James John Fingleton. Ashley Fox. Hannah Goodwin. Charlotte Grayson. Daniel John Harvey. Pierce Hewitt. Thomas Hobson. Sian Houlihan. Harry Joseph Howell. Eleanor Hutchison. Thomas Liam Jackson. Jensen Joseph. Francis Thomas Hartley Kinsella. James Kidd. Jingyu Liu. Pippa Holly Lily Martin. Kate Oxtoby. Scott Parkins. Chantal Ramsden. Benjamin William Rimmer. Oliver James Robinson. Henry Saunders. Jennifer Shepherd. Alexander Samuel Smith. Emily Jane Stead. Daniel Lawrence Stevenson. Lauren Rebecca Stalker. Yi Tang. Emily Victoria Waite. Susan Elizabeth Walsh. Lucy Ruth Welsh. Elias Westwood. Nicholas James Young. And in Business Management Level 3 entry, and for the York Business School Prize for the Business Programme Prize, Tricia Bimani. Yashri Praful Shandan. Brianna Chandramani. Ashe Desai. Nishant Rajesh Jasani. Arish Kurush Jungawala. Zini Bursan Khan. Alaya Suhali Kandawani. Kasi Mahimwala. Rahul Makija. Harry Pike. Rushat Shanghavi. And in Business Management and Finance, Anna Maria Boys. Pooja Shamdal. Gideon Fairhall. Timothy George Holmes. Shauna Hussain. And for the Business Programme Prize, Xinjian Li. Yuan Tan. Joseph Noel Thompson. Lauren Faye Thompson. Wei Xiao Zhao. Mengying Zhu. And in Business Management and Human Resource Management, Matthew James Cattermole. Georgia Victoria Charlton. Lauren Gilroy. Andrew Nicholson. Megan Jane Sutcliffe. And in Business Management and Language, Madalena Alida Yusuf. James Guy Leonard. Anna Lee Owen. And for the Professor Steve Watson Prize, Hattie Weller. And in Business Studies, Wenbin Hui. Juan Yuang. And in International Business Management, and for the Business Final Project and Dissertation Prize, Aidan Axel. Malik N. Cobb. Rudy George Esquito Camacho. Caitlin Fairley. Marcos Alejandro Garcia. Brian Alexander Hernandez. Claire Diana Jackson. Ian Matthew Maddox. Samuel Luis Martinez. Kim Nowak. Zachary Nicholas Olivet. Catherine Jane Ora. Adetoa Dero Oyawumi. Matthew Jeremy Perez. Angie Valentino Reyes Martinez. Natalie Diane Roberts. And in marketing management, Danielle Cosgrove. Rayep Ayupi. And for the Vice-Chancellor's Achievement Award for the York Business School, Georgina Marie Green. Elizabeth Harper. Eleanor Ruth Lowes. Daniel Kieran McKeever. Kylie Louise Moody. Kamel Zuzutek. Claudia Lily Saxby. Daniel Sterling. Elliot George Beckett Tolson. Daniel James White. And in Marketing Management Level 3 entry, Anushka Shah. And in Tourism Management and for the Business Final Project and Dissertation Prize, Christopher Heaton. Bethany Ellen Hutchison. And in Tourism Management and Marketing, Holly Jane Blackborough. And for the Business Programme Prize and Vice-Chancellor's Medal, Charlotte Emily Jobling. Karen? Yeah. James Parker. Jake Todhunter. Clarissa Jade van der Vet. Chancellor, for the Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, awarded posthumously to James Sidwell and to be accepted by his parents, Mike and Tina.
Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards.
Those graduates were able to stand. First of all, put your mortarboards on your heads. Graduates, then stand if you're able to. The study was long, but the transition from graduand to graduates, very short time. That's why studying is fantastic. So by the authority conferred upon me as Chancellor of York Central University, I confer upon you your degrees, your diplomas, and all other awards for which you've been presented. Congratulations. Will you please sit? Thank you very much.
I call upon the Chancellor to confer an honorary degree of the University on Jonathan Straight, to be presented by Dr. Rachel Wichaksono.
On behalf of York St John University, I am delighted and honoured to welcome Jonathan Straight to this graduation ceremony. Our honorary graduand is a creative entrepreneur, one of the pioneers of recycling in the UK. Jonathan was looking after a fitted bedroom call centre in his early 20s, learning the black art of direct marketing, when he had his eureka moment. He was looking through the green directory for inspiration and came across this statement under the heading recycling. We pay to bury our waste in holes in the ground, and yet the material we bury has a value, so we pay for it twice. He told one interviewer, if I could address this problem in even a small way, not only would I be doing a great social good, but I also might make some money. So was born Straight plc, a leading supplier of waste and recycling container solutions. Over 21 years, the enterprise grew to become a multi-million-pound public company. It was floated on the London Stock Exchange Alternative Investment Market, and Jonathan received a National Entrepreneur of the Year award for quoted companies during this time. More than 50% of homes in the UK have benefited from one or more of Jonathan's products. Jonathan stepped down from the business in 2014 to reinvent himself and concentrate on philanthropy and build a portfolio of non-executive roles from his base in Leeds. He has used his appearance to his best advantage, always memorable. He's known for his collection of almost 400 pairs of spectacles and his very impressive moustache. In 2012, Jonathan established the Straight Charitable Trust to support a range of local, national, and international charitable causes. A passionate advocate for charitable giving, he is an associate member of the All-Parliamentary Party Group for Philanthropy and Social Investment. He was a founder member of the Prince's Trust Yorkshire Leadership Group and is a patron of the selective mutism charity SMERA and the international waste management development charity Waste Aid. He joined the water conservation non-governmental organisation Waterwise as a non-executive director in 2010. Other charitable activities include a directorship of the Tetley, the Contemporary Art Gallery and Learning Space in Leeds, and trusteeships of Creativity Champions We Are IVE and food waste charity The Real Junk Food Project, where he has recently taken on the role of chair. Jonathan's commercial interests include acting as a brand ambassador for Sheffield-based Approved Food, the online anti-waste food retailer, as well as investments in a number of startups. He is also an enterprise ambassador at the University of Leeds. A popular speaker and mentor, Jonathan is an enthusiastic sharer of his experiences of how to be successful in business without compromising his ethical beliefs. Jonathan doesn't only focus his creative side onto business matters, he is also a published and exhibited photographer and a writer and presenter for television. His career choices and contributions to society will surely be inspiring for our students who are about to embark on their own journeys as entrepreneurs and creatives. On behalf of York St John University, I am delighted to recognise Jonathan's achievements as an entrepreneur, philanthropist and mentor by the award of an honorary degree. Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa, Jonathan Straight.
Jonathan Straight, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rachel, for those warm and kind words. Lord Lieutenant, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies, gentlemen and graduates. It really is a privilege and a pleasure to be standing here before you today. In 1983, I left school at 18 years old with little sense of direction, intending to take a year off before resuming my studies. At least that was the official line. Personally, I was not inclined to study formally any further at that point in time. 1 year became 2, 2 years became 3, and so on. With hindsight, this was perhaps a mistake, but the nights spent in my bedsit in Leeds were punctuated with learning from the many books available at Leeds City Library, and in particularly the Arts Library. Eventually, the necessity to make something of myself gave birth to an entrepreneurial journey which was remarkable in so many ways. The rapid growth of what has started, as you heard, just as an idea, driven by a desire to make the world a better place. The many problems that needed solving, the new skills that needed learning on the hoof. There are so many valuable lessons that I learned from this, which I now seek to share. So my journey has become an inspiration to so many of the people who have heard my story. And having been deprived of a university degree for more than 30 years, it is a wonderful feeling to receive this honour from York St John University, an institution with its origins in training teachers within the Anglican Church. An organisation which, much like the business I founded, has evolved, reinvented itself, and seized the opportunities at its disposal to become the well-respected institution that it is now and has been for the last decade and more. I recall as a child an uncle who was an entrepreneur explaining to me that he had never been to university, leaving school at a young age. He claimed that his success had been all the harder due to his lack of education. At the time, I didn't believe him. He was someone that I admired and would like to emulate. But he was right. Education opens doors. One can succeed without it, as I did, but the journey is that much more difficult. So although I personally never attended university, I would always advocate for higher education and champion its benefits. Now, in some small way, it is as if the errors of my misspent youth have been repaired. These days, with my main career behind me, and as you have heard, a very plural career involved with charities, startups, and student education, I take the time to learn something new every single day. At the very least, I have a work of fiction and a factual book on the go. My passion for knowledge has never been stronger. I'm surrounded by books, and I like nothing better than to learn from them. I will always take the time to meet anyone who is interested in my work, as there is always something one will learn from a stranger, and one's life is far richer as a consequence. Hearing the testimony of someone's experience is something I relish. So my advice to all of you is to learn and to keep learning. There is never a point at which the need stops. There is always more to know and more to gain. I will conclude with some words of wisdom from a remarkable man, a man whose life's work touched many people, myself included. A rabbi. His influence extended far beyond his own faith and resulted in the foundation of something called Education Day in the United States of America. At the inaugural opening event in 1978, Rabbi Schneerson, also known as the Lubavitcher Rebbe, or just Rebbe, said these words about education. Education in general should not be limited to the acquisition of knowledge and preparation for a career, or in common parlance, to make a better living. And we must think in terms of a better living, not only for the individual, but also for society as a whole. The education system must therefore pay more attention, indeed the main attention, to the building of character, with emphasis on moral and ethical values. Need one be reminded of what happened in our lifetime in a country that ranked among the most foremost in science, technology, and philosophy? Ladies and gentlemen, in the divided and polarized times we live in, education has the ability, and indeed the responsibility, to unite and to heal, to turn out rounded individuals who will benefit themselves, but who will also benefit wider society. People who will recognize hateful elements for the negative influence they are. People who will build a better future for all of humanity. I feel sure that this wonderful institution, with its history firmly planted in social justice, is rising to that challenge. And I feel both proud to be a part of it and truly blessed to accept an honorary doctorate in business administration from it. And I would also like to extend my congratulations to all of you who have graduated today. Thank you very much.
I call upon the Chancellor to confer an honorary degree of the University on Hugh Edwards, to be presented by the Pro-Chancellor, Anne Green.
On behalf of York St John University, I am delighted and honoured to welcome Hugh Edwards to this graduation ceremony. Our honorary graduand is well known to our audience here today as the chief anchor of BBC News at 10, the BBC's flagship news programme, which he is also having to work on tonight. He is acknowledged as the country's Master of Ceremonies regularly leading broadcasts of major national and international events. These include the Trooping of the Colour, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, the inauguration of President Barack Obama, the main ceremonies of the London 2012 Olympic Games, and the weddings of Prince William and Prince Harry. What is less well known is Hugh's expertise in the history of Welsh chapels in London and his hometown of Llanelli. He was awarded a PhD by the University of Wales Trinity St David last year for his research. As the president of the London Welsh Centre and a former president of the London Welsh Male Voice Choir, he is embedded in the promotion of Welsh history, culture, and music in the capital. Indeed, from an early age, music has played an important part in his life. Today, he serves as patron of the National College of Music, London. He has said that he had an early ambition to be a virtuoso concert pianist. However, he decided to focus on his academic studies and graduated with a first-class honours degree in French from Cardiff in 1983. The following year, Hugh joined the BBC as a news trainee. He remembers that I had to produce programmes, cut packages together, interview people, and I did all of those things quite badly. However, he obviously made a good impression as he became a parliamentary correspondent for BBC Wales, then joined BBC News as a political correspondent, followed by promotion to chief political correspondent. His big break came when he was given the opportunity to host the 6 o'clock news. His serious but accessible demeanour and great journalistic abilities resulted in further promotion to the News at 10 in 2003. He combines this role with further presenting duties. The latest of his many BAFTA awards was as part of the team that won the live event BAFTA for the coverage of the Royal British Legion Festival Remembrance in 2018. As many will know, Hugh delivered the 2019 Festival of Remembrance just last weekend. He has commented that presenting was never an ambition of mine. I was offered a presenting job after being a reporter and correspondent for 16 years. There's a lot of writing and a lot of editorial activity before you get to the studio. It's not entertainment, but you are performing because you are having to deliver news to millions of homes. In fact, he was able to put his acting skills to the test when he appeared as a newsreader in the James Bond movie Skyfall. Over a period of 35 years, Hugh has shown that he is the consummate professional, unflappable even during a power cut or having to sit in a silent studio for 4 minutes during a technical glitch. He told fellow contestants on the BBC comedy panel Would I Lie to You that he is programmed by the BBC to tell the truth. He is undoubtedly a valuable role model for our graduates and students who have the ambition to follow him into a broadcasting career. On behalf of York St John University, I am delighted to recognise Hugh's achievements as a journalist, broadcaster and presenter by the award of an honorary degree. Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa, Hugh Edwards.
Hugh Edwards colleagues, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters, Honoris Causa. Congratulations.
Chancellor, Lord Lieutenant, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, most important of all, graduates today, thank you so much for the honour. Thanks to the university for the honour. I'm very flattered, actually. I'm very touched, and I'm very grateful. So the most important task is to register my thanks straight away. I think I'm fairly safe in assuming that you haven't awarded a degree to a Bond star before, but there's always a first time. Now that that was referred to in the presentation, I shall let you into a secret, which was that when I was asked if I'd like to play a part in a Bond film, in my arrogance, I thought there was a range of roles that I'd be offered. Could have played anything in that film. And I thought that Sam Mendes showed a disappointing degree of lack of imagination by casting me as a news presenter. However, it caused a great degree of envy among my colleagues, one of whom, I'd better not mention the person involved because of course I'm the soul attacked, but one of whom said to me that I shouldn't be too proud of my role in the Bond film, Skyfall, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is the most successful film in the Bond franchise. I simply point that out to you today and ask you to draw your own conclusions. But one of my colleagues said to me, I don't know what you're so smug about. You were only on screen for 43 seconds. Listen, Fiona, I said, it's more than you got. But she's gone on to greater things now. She's on Question Time. She doesn't care. So there you go. Thank you very much for the welcome, and thank you very much for the honour. It's important today that we recognise success. That's what today's all about. It's recognising hard work, it's recognising effort, it's recognising sacrifice, if I may say it, on behalf of family and friends. That's a very important thing for us to register. And it's an important thing for us to just reflect for a few seconds on what you're all about to embark upon. Great journey in life and opportunities ahead of you. It is up to each of you individually to decide whether you're going to make a serious attempt at taking advantage of all the opportunities that come your way. Make sure that you recognize an opportunity when it is presented to you and grasp it. That's number one. It's easy to oversee some things which are in plain sight. So when the opportunities come, take advantage of them with all the energy at your disposal. The second thing I say is this: without any touch of arrogance on your part at all, be ambitious. Be ambitious for yourselves. Not in order to be on some kind of journey of self-aggrandizement, but so that you can play your part in wider life and in society. If you're a success, if you're building on strong foundations, you can be of service to others and play a good, positive role in society. So be ambitious for yourselves. It's a very important thing. Set goals for yourselves early on and try to meet them. And if you fail, it doesn't matter so long as you've made an effort. The worst outcome is not to get somewhere and not having made the effort in the first place. So make an effort, try to achieve your goals. If you have to rewrite the goals, it doesn't matter. But be focused and be ambitious. The next little message I have for you is all about communication. Don't underestimate the impression you will make if you communicate well. Don't underestimate the bad impression you will make if you communicate badly. And I'm talking in terms of speaking, and I'm talking in terms of communicating on paper, for want of a better phrase these days. You can make a fantastically positive and constructive impression almost immediately in the way that you communicate. And the reverse, I'm afraid, is also true. People judge people within seconds on how they communicate. So you may have a brain the size of the entirety of Wales, which, let's face it, is very big. But if you don't communicate well, it's not going to come across. So focus on your communication skills. No matter what your academic discipline. Focus on your communication skills. Focus on your use of language. Focus on clarity of thought when you speak. If your thoughts are clear, you will speak clearly. Untidy thinking is untidy speaking. That way you will make a good impression, and it's also a good discipline. It's a very good discipline in life to improve and sharpen your communication skills as you go along. How to have difficult conversations with people at work or elsewhere. How to disagree with people in a way that is acceptable. How to state your own case in a way that is not too aggressive or too arrogant. It's all down to the way that you use words. So master that area. If you master that area, you will be head and shoulders above lots of your competitors. And we all need to be in a position, don't we, where we can define ourselves in a way that sets us apart from our competitors. You want people to see that you have an edge, that you have an advantage. Which leads me to my final point, you'll be glad to hear, which is about the way that we communicate generally today in this rather odd landscape that we're in. What bothers me today, having been in broadcasting and journalism now for 35 years this year, is a serious deterioration in the way that we talk to each other. Even when there are things of great sensitivity politically to talk about. The influence of social media in many areas has been good, but in many areas has been very, very toxic. And it's encouraged us to engage with each other in a way that we would never dream of doing, face to face. Pay attention to the way that you respond to people. If someone disagrees with you, don't take it personally. People are allowed to disagree with you. If somebody has a different case to make, listen to it. Don't reject it out of hand. Consider the shocking possibility that you might be wrong. Does happen. Disagreement is fine. Hurling abuse is not fine as part of a disagreement. I think we'd all agree on that in life, and that certainly applies to politics as well. So I'd like you to go out into the wider world with a different notion and a different example in terms of communication. Yes, engage. Yes, have a debate about something. Yes, put your views forward. Yes, offer ideas on how to improve the world. But consider that other people might have good ideas as well. And if somebody disagrees with you, well, there you go. It's something you accept and move on. We're not in a good public space with debate, and it is for you, I think, people of your age and your generation, to set a good example and to reset, if you like, the tone and the engagement in public debate today. That would be a wonderful thing and a great service for you to provide for wider society. I'm very impressed with the ethos of the University Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor. It has deep roots in education. Both of my parents were in education. My dad at the university level and my mum as a secondary school teacher for 40 years. So I greatly value what the university represents, and I greatly respect its values. And that's why I'm genuinely honoured and delighted to accept today's award, and I'd like to thank everyone who contributed to the decision. I'd like to thank the Pro-Chancellor for the gracious way in which she introduced me, and above all, can I say, after a very friendly lunch, a very, very big thank you to the inimitable Chancellor himself for sterling service to this country over so many years. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
I call upon Charlotte Jobling on behalf of today's graduates to propose a vote of thanks.
Chancellor, it is my honour to give this vote of thanks on behalf of graduating students here today, and I would like to express our gratitude to everyone who has played a part in enabling us to reach this incredible milestone. The support of families and friends who have been on this journey with us has been invaluable, and your encouragement is hugely appreciated. We would like to thank everyone involved in this graduation ceremony today, and thank every member of academic, technical, administrative or service staff who has helped, motivated and inspired us during our time at York St John University. Whatever our circumstances, wherever we are in our lives, you have all helped us to achieve an education for life, and we look to the future with hope and anticipation. The friendships we've made has given us memories to treasure for life and shared experiences that will shape who we are as we continue on our journey as graduates. We take with us the York St John values of community, creativity and confidence in the future as the next chapter of our life begins. Thank you.
I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to address the congregation.
Lord Lieutenant, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Honorary graduates, honoured guests, friends and family, and graduates! Graduates, I hope you feel as wonderful as that word sounds. It represents so much. Success, triumph, achievement, a joyous reward for all the hard work that has gone into the last few years. It also brings to an end one important chapter in your life story, but more importantly, prepares you for the next exciting installment, your academic qualifications or your passport to a world of exciting opportunity. But that's for tomorrow. Today is your day to celebrate and enjoy. And I'm sure this remarkable graduation ceremony in the magnificent and spectacular surroundings of York Minster will not be the only celebration of your success today, but it will be the most memorable, filled with the pride and emotion of a special day in such an extra special place. This is not only one of the greatest cathedrals in Britain, but one of the best loved in the world. The current building is nearly 800 years old, but the Minster's history stretches back more than a millennium, hallowed ground indeed on which to take the first steps in the professional life journey that awaits you outside. Despite the grandeur of our surroundings, this is also a tranquil place of peace in which to reflect on your successes, to feel a sense of fulfillment in what you have achieved, and to give thanks. During our graduation ceremony, everything has gone very smoothly. None of you tripped on the stage or fell down the ramp or fainted with the excitement of the occasion. Planning for graduation takes almost a year, and it is a huge endeavour to ensure everything runs smoothly. The team behind today, from the Minster and York St John, have given their best, and they should be congratulated for the impressive way they have handled the event. Let's show our appreciation. The Chancellor started our ceremony earlier by talking about the sense of pride we all feel today. I want to re-emphasise that. I feel incredibly proud and privileged to be with you as Vice-Chancellor of York St John University. You have all been on your own personal journey from when you first walked through our doors until today. You have no doubt overcome intellectual challenges and personal ones to ultimately succeed. And you have travelled the journey together to collectively become York St John University's class of 2019. In that time, you have shown an incredible capacity to learn, to grow and to change. You have made your possibilities into realities. Whilst you have been growing and changing individually, the world has been changing around you too. Right now, the future feels uncertain. We simply cannot predict what turns the world will take next, politically. We continue rapidly renegotiating our relationship with technology. The need to create a more sustainable world has reached a point of urgency, and deeply embedded attitudes and behaviours, reinforced by long-standing inequalities, are being called out and exposed as people express their desire for social change. All of this makes it hard to predict what the world will come to. But amidst all the uncertainty, being here with you today, I feel hopeful. Hopeful and optimistic, because you are the future. You have shown in so many ways throughout your time with us that you want to make a positive change in the world. I hope we have shown you that you possess the qualities to do that. The attitudes and actions you take as you step out from here will shape not only your own lives, but the lives of those around you. So, do the right things. You are talented, creative, inspiring. It is to you, the next generation, to whom we look to help us succeed. As one of the university's most famous honorary graduates, the Most Reverend Desmond Tutu said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." Graduates, we look forward to seeing you seize the day, carpe diem, and we won't forget you, for you are our bright future. And as you leave us today, you go with our warmest congratulations and very best wishes for the exciting times that lie ahead. Thank you.
I declare this ceremony